If anybody, I'm gonna wait for somebody to log on because nobody's on yet. Oh, I gotta notify the Discord. That's right. Good idea. Okay, everyone, we are live. Okay, there we go. Well, since I'm just gonna pain. This is pain, bro. Like what? Okay. Well, if they want to see me clutch, they can see me clutch. So, yeah. Okay. Game mode. Oh, the game mode is survival. And somebody's finally in the chat. Welcome. Oh, it's just Tavish. Hi, Ranban. I died. The one time I do it. The one time I fail. Bro, that's... yeah, I made it down now. Okay, so guys, today we are doing some Minecraft tutorials, and all these tutorials that I'm going to do, they are survival friendly, so if you're worried about that, you don't need to be worried about it. And, yeah, so the first tutorial we're going to make is I'm going to get game mode creative. The first game mode, or the first tutorial that we are going to make is one of these kelp farms. So as you can see, these are an XP farm. They are very functional, and they are actually like super good for your world if you want to put things like this into your world. So as you can see, if I turn the system on, the kelp starts generating really fast up here, and then it goes down into this hopper, into this chest, which is entirely full right now. So the system has to be on to keep this furnace smoking, because you need to get some of the you need to get these you have to make sure that the hopper isn't locked. So yeah, and then just keeps going down, and yeah, that is basically, this is how it works, and I'm going to show you how to build it. And no cut, there's going to be no cuts in this just because it's live. I hope you can infer that, but if you didn't, that's not my fault. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need for this is, is going to be hoppers, chests, and smokers, because it makes it go really fast. So hoppers, chests, and then smokers. Okay, so since we have these three things, as you see my friend over there building a parkour course that we're going to do later after I finish all the tutorials. Yeah. Okay, so even though nobody's in the chat right now, I'm going to act like somebody's in the chat, so not for my own joy. But so how we start this off is we put a double chest on the bottom, just like so. You have to make sure you crouch and then put hoppers that go into those chests. So when you throw something into the hopper, you have to make sure it'll go down into the chest. Okay, so and then you crouch again, put smokers on top of those hoppers, because then when something cooks, the smoker will go down. When something finishes cooking, it'll go down into the hopper, which will go down into the chest. Above the smokers, you have to place another 2 hoppers. Then above the hoppers, another double chest, and then above the double chest is another 2 hoppers, and that is all you'll need for that. So the next thing we'll need to do, guys, is we're gonna make a redstone clock, and it's gonna be a really easy redstone clock to make. So don't really worry that it's not gonna be that easy. So you need redstone for the redstone clock. All you need is a torch. You need 1 piece of redstone dust, 1 piece of torch, and 1 repeater. Okay. So and then when you also need 1 block of your choice. I'm gonna use cobblestone, because that is what I would use if I were to make this in a survival world, because I have most of that. And if you guys are in creative making this, make sure it's not, I don't know why you'd be in creative making this unless you're doing a tutorial like this, but make sure you don't use infested cobblestone, because that is very annoying to do. So, because then the silverfish spawn. So, and then how you're going to make this redstone clock is you have to break this block next to this smoker, place a redstone torch on the very end of that block. So guys, don't put that on the bottom like this. Make sure that it is on that side. So then you're going to skip 1 block and place a redstone dust on the inside of that block. Okay? Cover those 2 blocks up, put a redstone repeater, and if it's blinking like that, that is a very good sign, because that means you've successfully created a redstone clock. Okay, and then the next thing you'll need is a lever, because you need to turn off the system sometimes, which is what the lever will do. So if you turn off the lever, you see that this will stay red and stay activated, and that is a really good thing. That is what you want. Next thing you do, guys, dig out 3 blocks from that piece of from that one block. So dig 1 block below the not temporary block, but the block that you use of choice. Okay. Then the next thing that you need is sticky piston and sand. Okay. So once you grab your sticky piston, you need sand. This is probably one of the most important steps in the entire tutorial, because it will not work for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why it works. Hello, Tony Huang. I don't know who that is, but do you know who that is? Okay, just wondering. I thought it was like Benjamin or something. So guys, and what you want is you want to make sure that these pistons get activated. So place redstone dust just like that, with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of redstone dust going right there. And then what you want to do, place 2 pieces of sand right there, and then above the little extending arms of the piston, place 2 stands up. Guys, do not try to turn the redstone clock on now, because it will not work, as you see. And if you just start it now, the sand will just fall, and it'll be very annoying. Yeah. So don't make that mistake. Okay. So yeah, do not try that out. And then what you have to do, place 2 of the blocks that you chose, like that. Okay. So now we're gonna make a red up there. So place a redstone. I don't know why, but yeah. So and then what you have to do, make sure you place another redstone torch like so. That should be activated. Place another block above that, and then place another redstone torch. Okay. So and then you're gonna want to place 5 blocks like this, and it'll look like Utah kind of. So then place 2 pieces of redstone dust and your temporary block above that, just like that. So right now, this is what your entire thing should be. This is the front side look, and this is the back side look. Hello? Are you there? Okay. Hello. I could tell. Did you get lagged out of the game? Okay. So guys, the next thing that you want to get is a piston. And this piston will help you knock off the kelp. Just place 2 pistons right like that. So now you can actually tempt it. You have to make sure that this is working. As you see, you want to hit this little animation where the sand almost falls, but then the sticky piston saves it. And you want this piston to be firing too. That is all looking good. So guys, now you want to build a little structure at the top. So go back here, place 4 blocks up until the hopper. So do that again on this side. Now you only want to place 3 blocks, and then 3 blocks again. And then you can just go full circuit all around. So now it should look like that. That is pretty simple. The next thing that you want to do is you want to grab some slabs. So you need these slabs because you're going to be placing water on the inside. Only place 1 of them though, okay? So do not do not put more than 1 slab, because then you put in your regular blocks just like this again. And then what you want to do is you need to grab a water bucket. So you can probably throw away your redstone repeater because you do not need that. Actually, you don't need a water bucket next. That is my mistake. The next things you need are glass and buttons. Those are going to be the next things you need. Glass and then buttons. Hello, Toby. Okay, good. I was just making sure you're still there. Okay, so you don't need sticky pistons anymore either. So all you have to do is put the buttons on those 2 solid blocks just like that. And sorry, I made a mistake. You need glass panes. Because if you do not get glass panes, then this will not work. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to make sure that you place this like that, because otherwise the water's just going to escape, probably break your redstone, and that's never a good thing. Okay, so the next thing you guys need to do is place a water bucket. You have to make sure you place it on the slabs, because if you place it on these solid blocks, it'll just go spilling everywhere. You have to make sure you place it in those slabs. Okay, so and then everything should be looking like this. The water should be flowing into the hoppers, and yeah. Okay, then the next thing you need, the last thing you need, actually you need only 2 more things. You need some kelp, and you need a source of fuel. So you only need 2 pieces of kelp, and because this is like basically a kelp farm, but it's also an XP farm, I'm just going to use dried kelp as, I'm just going to use dried kelp blocks, because they are actually a really good source of fuel. If you didn't know that, they are one of the best in Minecraft. Then guys, place your kelp in those 2 sand blocks, and then place your dried kelp into those smokers. And guys, it's something optional that you could do, is you can add levers. You can add levers to the bottom, like right here. So add levers right here, because these could shut off the hoppers, make sure nothing goes. And let's see how the system works. So as you see, everything is going on right there. And you see this is absolutely piping out kelp that's going into this hopper.